Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Joanna Daniel. If this is your first time catching me live, I am the founder of Wounds to Scars, where we work with adult survivors of childhood trauma and abuse. We help them heal so that they can show up different in their relationships. So we do that three ways: through conferences, retreats, and online courses. So last week I was doing a series because I was asked around boundaries and boundaries with family members in particular. And I want to say something about, I want to carry on this conversation just a little bit today with you about boundaries and why it's important, and what could be. I can see somebody's here. Hi Wendy. And what might be going on in your family, why you need boundaries, because every healthy relationship needs boundaries, but how to set those boundaries and what else can be under the surface happening in these families, and what are some of the things you need to be aware of that might be going on that you might not know how to name. Or, as you can see from the title, it says The Christian's Guide to Letting Go of Toxic Family Members. So I wrote this article 2019, September, October time. And so far it's been read over nearly 7K times, and viewed over 13K times. So I know people are searching for things like this. And when I got asked the question about boundaries, I know then it's just an extension again for the things that people are struggling with and the support that you need. And so I thought, let me come on and do this video around that too. So why is it necessary? Why do we need a guide? And why do Christians need a guide as opposed to anybody else? And I think the guide can work for you, whoever you are and whatever you identify as, but I'm saying Christian because I'm using that kind of language in there. And I know that there are people who, oftentimes in the Christian community, we struggle because the emphasis is so much on forgiveness that there's no accountability, there is no support, and victims sometimes get further victimized. And so that's why that's the title of the guide. Okay, so as I said, it can be useful for anyone. Now, here are some of the signs of a healthy relationship. And it's really important to give you what something should look like. So when it doesn't look like that, then you know what it is. So if you want to know what a healthy relationship looks like, look at healthy relationships and you can kind of see. So here are some of the things that will be present in a healthy relationship. And I expand on these in the guide. It's signs of a healthy relationship. There's repair work. People can do repair work. So if I hurt you and I'm in that relationship with you, I can apologize. I can say, I'm sorry. I can take ownership for the hurt that I've done. I don't hurt you and say, well, if you hadn't done that, or if you didn't do that, or it's just an off day, or whatever excuse people make for causing harm. Also, those apologies that are not apologies. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. It escapes me now thinking about some of the ways apologies are framed and they're not apologies. And so they leave people with more hurt. So when that's happening, you know that this is not a safe place. And this might be difficult to acknowledge when it's family and we really want to be with family. And so this fear, and I talk about the fear of rejection in the guide as well, the fear that I might have to leave these people. I might have to create some distance with these people because they're not safe and they're continually hurting me. That can be challenging, and you might need support to do that. But when the repair can't happen, when people can't take ownership, then something is wrong. Another sign of healthy relationship is responsibility and accountability. People take accountability for the things that they do. We hold each other accountable in healthy relationships too. We hold each other accountable. So we, if this cousin or sister or brother or partner or grandparent say they're going to do something, and we hold them to it, or when they do something that's wrong, we hold them to it and say, look, you were wrong, and we believe you should apologize because you were wrong. We don't collude with them in the wrong, or we don't help them to defend the wrong and defend the positions that they've taken. We are able to have discussions about this thing. And we're able to have discussions about how this thing might be damaging and harmful for the person who say they're hurt. And we're able to hold the person who, the perpetrator of the pain, we're able to hold them accountable so that they can get help, so that they can apologize, so that they can do the repair. and so that the family can move on in a healthy way. So these happen in healthy systems. If this is not happening, if when people hurt you, they're not able to take responsibility for the things that they've done, they're not able to apologize, and other people in the family is choosing to not see the pain that they're inflicted, then something is wrong. It's not a healthy system. It's not a healthy system to be in. Another thing that is really evident in a healthy family relationship is boundaries. Everybody has them. Everybody should have them. You should have them. The next person should have them. The smallest in the family should have it, and the oldest should have it. Everybody should have it. So in a healthy family system, there are boundaries, and people work to learn the other person's boundaries and work to learn how to respect those boundaries. And when those boundaries are not respected, and it's said, you have not respected my boundary, then we know how to say I'm sorry. And we know how to learn how to try to change. And we know how to learn how to try and fix it. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. But as long as we're able to learn from our mistakes and learn how to move on and learn how to acknowledge the pain and the injury that we've done, and be able to accept the consequence that the next person put down because of those boundaries, and work to regain trust. Those are the things that happen because we're not perfect. And as I said, we're going to make mistakes. So this is not about holding people at ransom or anything like that. This is about acknowledging and recognizing when there's so much harm that has been done. There's no apology, there's no boundaries, no responsibility, no accountability, no support, no acknowledgement of pain. None of those things are happening. Then we know that this is not a safe environment, and there's a lot of work that's going to need to be done, sometimes from the top down, in order for the family to become safe. Now, this is absolutely possible that the whole family can go to therapy together and get help, or individual people can go and get help. If nobody's doing that and the hurt is perpetrated over and over and over again, then the decision for you is to consider, well, what recourse do I have? We all have choices. What can I do? And in the guide, of course, I'm not telling you what to do or telling anyone what to do, but what I do is I lay down some of the reasons why families become toxic, what is the real breakdown, and guide you on what's going on for you, walk you through forgiveness, the place of prayer, and boundaries, and the things that you can do to begin to understand what's going on for you and some of the decisions. And out of that, you'll get to make your decisions, right? So I'm going to put the link for the ebook above the video below for YouTube, and you can, go and have a look at it, at the guide. Share the guide with people who you know are struggling, so they can have the resource to share this video. Please like and share this video as well, and follow. For those who are over on YouTube, follow my channel, and thank you for sharing the video, as I see that you're sharing quite a lot. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you'll have an amazing day. I will be back tomorrow and probably dive in a little bit deeper in this topic, because I get asked a lot of questions about it, because so many people are hurting. And sometimes when we're in the pain, we feel like we don't have options and we don't have any choices, and there's nothing that we can do. And when we're Christians, it feels like there's such a burden that we can't make certain decisions because we will feel not good enough, not Christian enough. And when I knew for sure that Jesus came to heal the brokenhearted, I know for sure that there's no way that he wants you to be in a situation that is going to be painful and continually harmful to you, because he loves you too much. He just loves you too much. Well, have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.